And welcome back, Firewood Addicts, to another episode of Travis Says Firewood. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. Stay tuned. So, let me get comfortable here. I'm just gonna sit. Usually, I'm working on doing something or whatever. Just let me. Yeah. So what I want to talk. It's not. I don't think it's a rant. It's just a discussion. I guess it's one way because I'm talking to you. And you can comment down below. But I want to talk about firewood sales and the difference and the commonalities between firewood as a product and firewood as a service. Now, there are a lot of commodities out there that are raw or they're produced, and that is a product. Different companies sell different products and commodities, and that's it. But I argue that firewood is one of those things that it's in the category of, if you put it in a Venn diagram or whatever, that is both a product and a service. Now, for example, or to further flesh this out a little bit more, say that you sell firewood, and when you sell firewood, you also deliver that firewood, or you have like a firewood stand and people come and they grab what they need and they go. So people are contacting you, they're coming at you for firewood as a product, and they come to you. Maybe you're the only person that they know. Maybe you're the first person they saw on an ad, right? Maybe word of mouth, or maybe referral, or maybe because your website or your Facebook post or ad was appealing. Either way, they picked you. They want your fire. They want to buy from you. Now, if you hassle with them, or you're not on time with your delivery, or the wood isn't seasoned, or it doesn't look good, it's dirty, they may not buy from you again. So they came to you once, bought your product, but did not like the service. Now, if you are going to get repeat customers, return customers, it could be some other factors in there, but many a times they liked the service. Perhaps they liked the ease of the firewood stand. They liked the appeal of it. They liked the logos. They liked the lighting of the whole thing. It was in and out of the driveway, easy peasy. They liked your firewood bundles. They were all uniform. They were wrapped nice. It all burned fine. It wasn't dry. It all looked nice. Or when you came to deliver with your truck or trailer, it was personable, cordial. You were on time. You didn't drive up on their lawn or hit a fence with your backing up skills. And again, your wood was of quite good quality, all uniform, looked nice, and it burned. So in that example, both examples, people would turn to you because they like your firewood, but in that they liked the service as well. That they were buying from someone who they seemed to trust. The product was good, but they liked the delivery as well. They liked all the above type of things. So that's how I feel that firewood sales fit in the category of both as a product and a service. Now, there could be times that you don't necessarily don't care about the service part. you are focused on product. You're gonna bust out how many cords a week, you're gonna sell how many hundreds of cords per year, make that money, and you don't care, or you don't may not care, but it's not on your radar to sell to return customers. You're gonna sell that wood no matter what, and you're gonna make that profit. So you're focused mostly on firewood as a product. Now, you could sell less volume of wood. Perhaps you're selling, I don't know, fire starters. Perhaps you're selling mini bundles. Perhaps you're selling cedar kindling. So you're selling lesser quantity, lesser volume of wood, and you're gonna make your money. But really, people, they're not, I mean, yes, they're buying the product, but in that specific, if you're gonna sell in lesser quantity or a very niche firewood-esque product, people are gonna buy more from you because they like your service, they like the presentation, they like the packaging, they liked just all above with your demeanor, your approach. You're able to answer questions, to advise them on what product will be good for certain situations, etc. So more so in that example, firewood is more in the service category. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm just rambling about nothing that is not even coherent, let me know down in the comments. But I find firewood as fascinating as an industry because, in my opinion, it plays into both categories. Both firewood as a product, something that is tangible that you could touch and feel in your hands, and then use it as a product to burn, either for heat or for pleasure, or maybe both. And then firewood as a service. You are providing a service to someone. Either you're selling firewood for heat, so they are warm. They feel the warmth of the fire, and to heat their home or wherever in their cabin, whatever, or they're putting it in their fireplace for the ambiance. They're outside with friends and family, having outside fire pit type thing, and so that is more of the service component of it. And the more I think about this, the more it's just intriguing to me. Maybe that's part of my obsession and addiction to firewood, is I do think about firewood a lot, and this topic has been on my mind lately. And those of you who also sell firewood, I think that you would also have an opinion on this, and I want your feedback. Does this make sense? That firewood is both a product and a service, or in your opinion, is it only product? The service not really is not really a part of the whole situation here, or not in that category. So I don't want to harp on this topic too much, but I mean, when people come to you for the firewood that you have because they want good service. I mean, they're not going to get back to you, or they're not going to come to you at all if you're an a-hole about it, or if your approach to selling firewood isn't very friendly. I mean, if you're a dick, they're not gonna. I don't think people would want to buy from you. So, you want to make sure that you're a good service provider. How about that? You're a good service provider. People want to buy from you because you're providing a product and you're providing good service. Now, that could be from logo or your price per mile when you're going to deliver firewood. I think a lot of times, at least for me, it's acting on a request. Like the other day, a guy messaged me on Facebook, on Marketplace, and he wanted 4 mini bundles. Sure, I'll get them prepared for you right away, and I let him know that I will let and then in that response, I told him I will let you know when your bundles are ready, and I did. I think it was 2 days later. I messaged him saying, "Hey, so and so, your mini bundles are ready, and here's a picture of it. Here's my address. Come swing by at any time." So I think a part of the service component of Firewood is your responsiveness to it. I think I mentioned before on the channel, I am almost to the point where I'm overly communicative via text or messenger or whatever, to the point where it's annoying. If I deliver firewood, I'm going to let them know, or we will in the back and forth, that I'll come perhaps on a Thursday at noon. So then on Thursday at, I don't know, say 10 o'clock, I'll message them saying, I'm starting to load your order. And then when the order is loaded and I'm prepared, I'll send them a small clip or a few pictures saying this is your load, and then I'll send them an ETA of when I'll be there. And in any of those messages, the customer does not have to respond. They could, they don't have to, but they could just read it and say, okay, this guy is on top of things. Just let them know in the morning that I do plan on coming at noon, and at 9 or 10 I'm going to start to load your order. So that's a part of the service of it. I mean, there are firewood sellers out there that I've seen, and they could be tweakers, they could be the one-off sellers, but they have a pile of firewood in their yard, and they don't know how much quantity is because it's a pile. It's not stacked. They claim it's a cord or a third of a cord, but really they don't know because it's in a pile perhaps, or maybe it is stacked and it's, I don't know, it could be third of a cord, that could be half a cord, could be full cord, but they're not able to deliver it. They split it either by hand or with a splitter, but they don't have the means to deliver it, or they just flat don't want to deliver it, and they're not going to test it wood again. So what they're selling is the product. They're selling firewood. You come with your own equipment or your truck trailer, you load the firewood yourself, and then all you're paying for is the firewood. The service part of that would have been helping to load perhaps, or to opt to deliver it to the customer for a fee, or something along that nature. But in that example, all the customer is buying is a product. There was no service. Service, maybe, I mean, the back and forth of having to negotiate a price if you do that, or when they are allowed on the seller's property to pick up the firewood, that could be potentially the service part. But in terms of like the friendliness service of why people are buying your firewood, not really a part in that example. So that example again would be in the firewood section of firewood as a product. So I thought about this for a while, and I just wanted to share. Firewood is both, in my opinion, firewood is both a product and a service. Now I want to get your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And if you do agree on both accounts, tell me why in the comments. I want to know too. I think this is going to be like a knowledge sharing type episode where those of us who sell firewood, or have thought about selling firewood, or don't sell firewood but may want to lay in with an opinion, comment down below. Share your thoughts on firewood that is both a product and a service. I don't think this topic has been breached at this level before, so I figured why not share it off, or just to showcase it, bring it up, talk about it. Not a rant, just a topic, and wanted to define it, wanted to describe it, and maybe add some scenarios to it. But I want to get your feedback. Am I way off? Am I wrong? Just flat wrong? You can tell me. That's cool. That's fine. You all have your opinion, but I want to get some sort of dialogue going in the comments. So let me know. Let me know. Maybe I'm off my rocker. Who knows? Anyway, I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, life's too short to be a prick, so take kind to everyone. Please, rock and roll. Stay safe. Keep on. Cheers.